All right, welcome back, everyone. Got, I think our 3 levels of the castle built. Still got some roof work and spires and stuff to go on top here. Let's say it feels like it should go, but it just doesn't. So I had to do the manual thing. Of course, still got the drawbridge work. That makes me happy. It's it's the little things. But like I say, got that our profile, and of course the back. But we're ready for page 50. There's only 3 pages today, so we should be a relatively short video. And we'll wrap this up and move on. I'll get out my next project and show you at the end. So that'll be something to look forward to. But without any further ado, I'm going to grab the pieces for 50 and get to going. Be right back with that. Okay. Not too bad of not an overwhelming number of pieces. There are more in the next couple of steps, but so far so good. Take these 4 guys. Set my dragons over the side here for a minute. And bring in these guys. Oh, goes like that. Okay, so these guys on here. Just work our way around. And right. And these guys go in. And that going, and then this goes onto these right there. Should just be, I'm thinking, looks like these ought to guide us right in. Nope. This feels like something that'd be easy to break. Okay, new plan. I'll start at the top. And I just saw that I put that on upside down, so it worked out good anyway. How are these hard to get on when that one just barely... and those two just are barely hanging on in there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I guess they're barely hanging on and they didn't. Okay. Okay, that didn't work either. Okay. Let's see. So this shouldn't be this complicated. So this proof of concept that they will go together. Okay. See if I can work my way around now. Well, further than I made before. Well, this is going to be the part where it all falls to pieces. Alright, there it went. Okay, got that, and this, and now, okay, so these go into these slots, supposedly. Seems like I've done, I think I did this on the tower, the Big Ben. Well, that worked out nice. Alright. Well, I guess. Okay, now it says to do these guys. Okay. Now, get to build our dragon. Okay, so we got our regular pieces, our ones with the spines on it. I'm not sure. The focus on there, you can see it's got the. I don't think it's gonna. There it goes. Got the spines along the back there, and our wings. Okay, so this one to here, and this one through the middle. Let's see how this is. This lined up like that. Well, maybe I get wrong. I can go ahead and put this on if that's wrong. And so is that. Oh, okay, it is. Okay, I'm thinking it goes like this. Okay. Okay, that's how it's supposed to go. Okay. Now we'll put a central piece in. Other side on. Oh. Lined up properly and it'll go. And this side on. Yeah. Stay. All right. So it looks good from that angle, but this angle is less so. But either way, it's on there. All right. Now we just mount this guy. It's saying okay. Watch those wings. I gave it a good shove there and almost broke my wing axle. There we go. That's the final part of the Dragon Tower. And that concludes page 50. So, be right back with 51. Okay, 51. A lot of the same things on this one. Should have coughed before I started this video, but crossways on these, see if they're any more cooperative that way. Oh yeah, a little closer anyway. Alright. And these guys get to do another one of these things. Except it's no, I should stitch it. My one at a time technique should work. I think. No. You on there. And you there. Just loosen it a little bit, sort of line, get them started as I go around. Have to cinch it back in. Okay. I don't think it's going to work this time. Oop, you came out. That's that round up. Okay. It did work. Cool. Ish. In place. Nice. Now, okay. Just like before, slosh you in there. A little bit snugger. Right, it made it. And now, whoops. To make these guys up. These guys go on the first and the third. So, like that with the tail at the wide part of the triangle. Alright, now put these guys on the other two. Supposedly. hope I've got enough room in there to tighten them down. Looks like I'm going to be able to make that. Coming up to a fairly sharp point there. Cool. Now, these guys. Okay, so that's how they let you tighten them up. They put these on here. Okay. And into these. Not the sharpest point at the top, but it's still pretty good, actually. Turn that square into a round-ish. Alright. And move these guys out of the way so I can see my instructions. Get to build some ballista, it looks like. So, these guys... Let's just drop these at the bottom, maybe. No, they won't. These goes here. And then we cap off the other end there, I guess. Okay, figure it out as we go along. You gotta go on here. Here. You into there. And this guy. Okay, so there's our handle and the, I guess trigger might not be the right word, but that's the principle of it. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so it's supposed to... Okay, there it went, I think. Okay, so those guys are both in place. And then you go on there. And we get to try and line all this stuff up again. Should be pretty close. There we go. Now, back here, just a couple of these guys. Alright, yeah. There we go. Ballista number 1. Let's see, I don't think I can do this one. I'll do this one first this time. A little more room to operate without the shot on it. There it goes. And drawing mechanism. Alright. Two ballista and a tower. So that concludes page 51. Right back with 52. Okay, not a lot of building on this one, but we get to do some assembly in a minute. Oh, come back here. And you go on either side. And no decorations on there, so we can pick a side and just go with it. Alright, 4 of those. You're a tall one, huh? And the last one. All right. Those all done. That's both our towers. There. Our ballista. And bring in the castle. Alright. Now, these guys go here on these 4 pieces, evidently. Then, looking on our back foot here. Oh, the ballista go on the top of our knight towers. There you go. Go and jiggle into place. Here they are. Now, these go down into those slots there, evidently. And it says the plain one goes on this side, Are you gonna just line up perfectly by magic? I can't tell. A little wiggle and a jiggle in it. Yeah, it went in pretty smoothly. Oh, you can't see that, but it's flush around the edge there, so that's cool. And then this guy, and these do spin, so I don't guess it really matters which way it's facing. Okay, another wiggle and a jiggle. And here. You are nowhere near as much snugger than the other one. Yeah, if it wasn't already locked up, it definitely wouldn't go. Trying to get it back out now. Nope, it's there forever. I don't think I can get it out without breaking it, but I think the effect works. It's not like that much. Yeah. All right. And that concludes 52. So just got one more step left to go. One more page left to go. So I'll be right back with page 53. We'll wrap this one on up. Okay, here we are, last step, finishing this bad boy up. Been a good build for my 2,000 subscriber celebration, I think. It's intricate enough that it's a good build, but it's also simple enough where I didn't take a month to do it. I'm looking at this next one thinking, ooh, that may be our next month then. But maybe not. It doesn't look, it's not nearly as intricate as the old Cyberpunk Book Nook was. Nice bit of the wall. Come on, up in there. Alright, that cooperated very nicely. I like that, I like it when they pop right in. Now, these guys go around. And this guy down the middle. There it goes. Was not very traumatic either. I like it when they're not traumatic. Okay. These guys and these guys. Ooh, that's the top. You go in those. Okay. As one might think, just going around here. There it goes. Alright. And then we get to plant our flag of the dragon. Which I should have done before I put the roof on. I have to take this. Pop a section of roof off so I can line up the flag. There it goes. Okay, you back in place. There we go. Got our last tower built. Take you out because it's time to put it in place. Now that we've done this, I'm not sure what these are. I don't recognize them, but that's their final form, whatever it is. And then that onto there. No other details on here, so just pick one and go. Let's see, I think like, and there it went. That's our topmost section. I think that looks pretty good. Got the profile here with the knight statue and the ballista and the back view. Yeah, that's pretty nice. And it's tall, but it's not, it's not, it takes up some space, but it doesn't feel too extreme on that. And lights back on, see how much they actually bleed up. I know they're not going to come very high because I've already checked that. Go down. Door here. Alright. Yeah, it gives sort of a glow along the bottom of this thing, but that's pretty much where the light ends. There's no other. It does look good in that bottom section. That looks really good in person. Doesn't look too bad on my monitor, but like I say, it really pops through these crates here and the bottom windows down there. Of course, it just happened to line up the LEDs right in front of those windows, so that helped out too, just by pure happenstance. And you can sort of see some bleeding around that doorway there. That's cool. Not much is making it out these back windows, though. Of course, up into the belly of the beast there. You can see the bottom drive shaft that I'm going to try and force to work now. I'll lock you in. Crank it up. Like I said, I know it's not going to go, but I'm going to give it every opportunity. Okay, that was it, and flip the switch. Yep, that's what I was expecting. Is that one or that one? I can't remember which way they're supposed to go. I can't remember which way I was turning. Yes, It's not even. Oh yeah, this one was. Okay, it is that way. I need. Yeah, the dragon, where I didn't put any lube in around this seam, is I can really tell it's not liking that. I will have to force that out if I'm ever going to give it an honest shot at doing this. Also, maybe I can do it from here. Good rotation and counter rotation there. And of course, got the cage in the middle here going. I was like, it wants to go. It's not liking much. And maybe some more aggressive sanding, get a little extra space in each one. It would work. But it's, let's say, if you go in, lights back up a little bit. If you went in everywhere there was contact and like did some real good fine sanding and maybe widened it out just a touch. I say this one is, I can feel it sticking right there. So I mean, I know that's an issue on this one. This one over here is fine. That one. But this one, I knew when I put it in, it was very snug. But that would be something that I would, if I was starting again, I would like get aggressive with the sanding on the inside of the circles to give it a little more space and make sure, and same on the actual, on both sides of it, that one and that one, just take it down, 1/10 of a mil or so, just something to really, 32nd of an inch or something like that, if you're in freedom units. And, reduce the friction as much as you can. And I think that might be something that would. Okay, that's the end of the. But like all my projects that don't work, I think it still looks good just from a standing still model perspective. I like the the red lights and the dragon and the spires and all the goodies there. I think it just works. So I'm pleased with it. Disappointed it didn't function, but it's still a good looking model and I like it. It's going to look good on the shelf next to the Notre Dame and Taj Mahal. But that's, I think there's I'll try and remember to do a proper short of it sometime. I'll wait until tomorrow or the next day, make sure I don't, anybody who's behind doesn't get spoilers. Although, if you look at the box or the thumbnail, you have the spoilers. But I'll try and get some good details on everything and show it to you in a short next couple of days. But now that one's finished, it's time to move on. Whoop, other way. Even though I did the Cute Bee one just last time, I'm feeling Book Nookish, and so I've got the Alien Hub Book Nook. I don't think I've used this company before. Know me, I don't recognize it, but it looks. There are some details, but it doesn't look like it's not up to the level of the Cyberpunk, but it also doesn't appear to be as easy as the Cute Bee one was. I don't even know. Works on AAA batteries. I like that. It's not button batteries. I don't see any what do you call it? No star rating on difficulty or anything, but you know, the thing that got me is it looks like it's got one of those infinity mirrors back there, so it looks like it's got the continual line of dots. So I'm interested in seeing how that works. That's what caught my eye. I was looking, there's another Cyberpunk one that I was looking at that's probably coming up sometime in the future because it looks pretty cool. But that's, like I say, we'll start that up tomorrow. But in the meantime, many thanks to all the subscribers, everybody who got me this 2,000 mark to get this celebration going. We're about to hit 2050, which I think is awesome. I'm just deeply humbled and appreciative of every one of y'all who watches my videos and thinks that I'm doing anything worth seeing. So I enjoy it. I don't intend to stop. You know, I've said in the comments a few times, as long as I'm having fun, I'm going to keep going. And I don't see any stop to having fun. These are enjoyable little projects. It sort of motivates me to do the projects too. So that's something I could be just sitting on the couch watching TV, or I can be doing something constructive. And I like doing the constructive stuff. And like I say, this was a fun project. Not super complicated, but like I say, somebody made the comment today that they were going to build one of these but put in a motor in instead of the hand crank. So that would be cool. I hope if you're watching, you've made it this far, I'd love to see a short of that thing and once you get it done, because I would love to see this thing in proper motion. But anyways, folks, I think this was a short one. I don't know. I've totally lost track of time, and I don't know when I started or when it ended, but thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share, do whatever you want to with all of that. Be good to one another, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.